everybody. I don't even know if you can hear me. It's a little loud in here. But here we go. This is our maiden voyage in our new RV. And we haven't named it yet. We haven't come up with a name, but we intend to. At any rate, I'm gonna do some videos along the way and take you with us on this journey. Marty's rocking it, driving right now, and we'll give you a little tour later. But we're on our way, so let's see how this goes.
Mimi is behind the wheel on her first real driving experience of the coach, and she's doing an excellent job. I may just have her keep driving from here on out. We're in Napa on the Silverado Trail. Lots of wineries. Lots of pretty scenery.
We've made it. We're pulling into the ranch. That's actually a mile or two all the way into where the winery is.
Your destination is on the left.
But it was a bit of it's a little hairy driving through a little mountain area. That part's not fun at all. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour, just a quick tour. Obviously, this is the entrance in, and we have this set up for how we would when we're camped. As you can see, the captain's chairs swivel, and they can swivel all the way out. We are having another table made for here that has leaves and that can open up so that we can sit there and really eat a meal easily, play some cards. Now this couch does open up to make a bed, and there is a spot along here where we can insert a table if we want, but it's sort of a long skinny table, and we prefer to use the one that's by the captain's chairs. It's just easier and nicer to eat across from each other than to be eating side by side like that. A little weird. So this is gonna be sort of the living room setup, stay that way, and we have these collapsible bins that we can put our feet up on. And there's a TV there, which there's no reception where we are right now, but kitchen. This is a 2-burner propane stove. And then down here it's a convection microwave. And obviously this is with the slide out, but even when we put the slide in, it only comes to about here, so you have plenty of room to walk through if you're in a situation where you can't. And here's the bedroom area. Lots of storage. There is another TV. We're having a special box made that's gonna fit here, that will come to about the level of the top of this bottom drawer, so that when the cats travel with us, they have a way to get up onto the bed. So we'll sort of lose the function of this drawer during that. And there is some hanging storage, kind of a disaster in there right now. Some drawers. And I like that it's a full freezer. We just bought some meat here at the ranch, so that's in that bag. And a nice size fridge. Now I'm showing you the bathroom. And you can see these are the 2 doors, this door here and this door here, and they close, but when they open, they sort of magnetically stop up there, so it creates a larger area, so you can be in here and changing after you get out of the shower. It gives you some extra privacy, and then you just close these doors over. Outside. Nice view this morning when we woke up. So you can see I closed this one. Now this one will close over. And we have the hallway again. Okay, so here's some things that we've learned. And it was our intention to film a lot more yesterday when we first arrived. We did our tasting at the tasting room. I had some nice charcuterie, and then we came up to sort of get the rig all set up. We were gonna go take a hike because they have hiking trails here, and then get ready for dinner later on. We bought meat from them because it's a ranch. We were gonna grill up some steaks and have a nice birthday dinner, bottle of wine. That was the intention. Then we came up after our tasting and went to set up everything and discovered that our water was not working. At first, we couldn't get any water to come out. We just couldn't figure out what was going on. The pump would come on, but no water was coming out. Actually, a little bit came out right at the beginning, a lot of air, and then nothing. And then we wound up driving the rig all the way down to where the tasting room is because they had a hose there and they said we could use it. So we tried hooking it up to the hose like you would if you had shore power, and we still didn't, shore water, and it still wasn't working. And so we went back and forth, and then somebody had said, oh, under the passenger seat, I went to a forum, under the passenger side bed, there's a valve, you need to open that. Well, what that did was actually empty out all the water that we had in our tank. So not any of the nasty water, just all the fresh water gone. So luckily we had the hose there, so we had to drag it around to the other side and refill the water tank. And when all was said and done, a few hours later, we still didn't have water working really. We were both pretty frustrated, and after the ride over the hill here was a little stressful, and we had some wine and had a little bit of a relaxing moment, and then everything got tense again because we don't know what we're doing yet, and this is the life of an RV person. But we have no Wi-Fi or cell service here where we're camped. They have Wi-Fi that you can use over by their tasting room, so we'd have to walk back to the tasting room to get on our phones and see if we got any advice from anybody. So it turned out to be not what we were expecting. We survived, and then we did find out that when we got back to the rig later that night, we turned the pump on, we got a very little bit of water coming out. So we had enough that we could wash dishes with a little bit of water, and I had enough with the hose from the shower to fill the toilet up, so if we had a pee we could flush. But it was no pressure whatsoever, nothing really coming out any of the spigots. So something we're going to have to investigate because we still don't know what's going on. So yeah, it was a shakedown, and most of all what we're learning is the things that we need to learn more, things we brought that we didn't need to bring, things we didn't bring that we should have brought. And now we have to drive back out of here, which is a little anxiety inducing for both of us because there's a short stretch where it's pretty windy and hilly and just scary. So we're gonna get that done with. We're leaving soon, so we can just get that out of the way, and then hopefully we'll relax a bit, and then we can figure out what's going on. This is a really cool place, and we will come back, but probably when we're a little bit more, when we know a little bit better what we're doing. So yeah, this is what we learned. We learned some things, and but so fingers crossed when we get to the other side of this little mountain thing that there't no way around unless we want to drive for 2 extra hours, which we're not going to do. So here we go, and yay, trip number 1. Okay.